Hey, what's up, guys? Coming out with that video. Today I'm going to do my What If series, What If Naruto Had a Sister, part 13. So mostly in the previous part there, we see, uh, mostly Naruto, or mostly in the previous part, in part 12, we've seen, technically Naruto and Naruto were trying to when we were Sangun there, mostly when they were taking when we were Sangun and stuff like that. They mostly got it down, but they never got it complete. They never completed the Rasengan, but mostly they got it down and stuff like that. They mostly go to the bar there, and actually we're trying to find Tsunade there. They walk into the fucking bar there. Jiraiya was like, Tsunade and stuff like that. Jiraiya was like, or Tsunade was like, wait, what are you doing here and stuff like that. That's what she was saying. She's like, oh, you brought both friends there and stuff like that. Technically, Tsunade was talking down on the third Hokage there, and it pissed off fucking Naruto there. Actually, was saying about it. She called her a bitch there. She called Tsunade a bitch there and stuff like that. And then Naruto jumped in the mix saying yeah and stuff like that. And mostly she's like, you both want to take me on, you little brats and stuff. She's like, you want to both take me on, you brats and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah and stuff like that. So they get into the thing there. Naruto and Naruto were being pushed by Tsunade there. Their one finger and stuff like that. That still happens and stuff like that. She made a bet with them and stuff like that. They both use the Rasengan there. Tsunade gets hit there. She kind of, they technically tore her finger up there. Naruto and Naruto technically tore her finger up, but she still knocks him down and stuff like that. And then she technically skulls Jiraiya there, teaching Naruto and Naruto the Rasengan and stuff like that. And then Jiraiya was impressed and stuff like that with it. And then mostly she said, if one of you completed this jutsu completely there, I will throw in my necklace and stuff like that. So that she kind of made that bet there. So when that was going on with that stuff there, so we go into the next day there. Going to part 2 when Naruto had a sister. Technically, we go into the next day there. Technically, Tsunade was on a slot. She was on a fucking slot machine and stuff like that, trying to gamble and stuff like that. She kind of like remembers what Orochimaru actually said to her, like in the original story there. Technically, Jiraiya was talking to Tsunade saying don't go with the plan there and stuff like that. So that still happens and stuff. She gives she gives Jiraiya the drink there, and she goes over to Suzune. She's like, she goes over to Suzune. She's like, she slipped me a Mickey. she Jiraiya was like, she slipped me a Mickey there. And mostly Jiraiya's kind of drugged out because of the stuff Tsunade gave her or gave to him and shit like that. When that was going on with that shit there, Naruto, and Shizune fucking were chasing after Tsunade there and stuff like that. Tsunade in the original story chases after fucking Orochimaru there. Mostly when all that stuff there, they get to the battlefield there. Tsunade was technically losing her ground, like in the original series, till till Jiraiya, Naruto, and Naruto, and Sejune there fucking arrived, and then you hear Orochimaru's like, well, we have Jiraiya there, and Naruto, oh, and also little Naruto there. And then she's like, and then Naruto's like, shut up, you snake bastard, and stuff like that. She's like, and then Jiraiya was like, what? Or fucking Orochimaru was like, well, we have a little fucking attitude, do we? And stuff like that. She's like, shut the fuck up, and stuff like that. That's what Naruto was saying to Orochimaru there. And then Kabuto was like, he's like, I can handle this and shit like that. So Naruto and Naruto both attack fucking Kabuto there. They both attack him and stuff like that. Technically, Kabuto was still getting pushed around there and stuff like that. Technically, Narco used her Shadow Shuriken Jutsu there to use the Chakra Thread and then kind of like wrapping up Kabuto there. And he's like, oh fuck! He's like, how the fuck you got me and shit. And then technically, Jiraiya was actually saying, he's like, well, it kind of looks like your sentence is getting pushed around there and stuff like that. Technically, your sentence is actually getting pushed around. She's like, and then freaking Orochimaru's like, well, Jiraiya, technically he's a real skilled ninja and stuff. Kabuto is mostly a real skilled ninja and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, that's so and stuff like that. So freaking Kabuto was like, oh fuck. He's like, I can't get the fuck out of here. And then he breaks out of the fucking chakra threads and like, what and stuff like that. He's like, man, that was close and stuff like that. And then technically Naruto did a really cool. Technically Naruto did a jutsu there. She did the striking shadow snake, but technically it was multiplying like snakes around her and stuff like that. She's like shadow striking snake clone shadow striking snake or something like that. So technically a lot of snakes were coming around Naruto or around Kabuto there, and then she's like, wow, and Orochimaru was like, wow, one of my moves there. And where she learned that, oh wait, she's like, I know where she learned that from. She learned it from that chick I trained, or that bitch I trained and stuff like that. She's talking about Anko and shit. And technically they tell him shut up and stuff like that. Naruto gets hit by Kabuto's fucking thing. Mostly got hit by the leg this time. He's like, ah, fuck and shit. And Naruto's like, Naruto and shit like that. And then freaking when that was going on with that shit there, he was saying about that. He's like, I can't fucking move and stuff like that. Naruto actually was trying to hold him off and stuff like that, but kind of fails there. Technically, Tsunade was like kind of like still straight on the ground there, and he went after, trying to go after Tsunade there, but Naruto used the striking snake there to bounce off the thing, and then she gets hit there and kind of hits her arm, and she's like, ah, crap like that. And then Naruto stands up on the both of the Tsunade and Naruto there, and actually he's like, you both can sit down there. He's like, let me try this. So he has the chakra clone there, and he was building up the chakra there, and he's like, what is? And then Kabuto was like, what the fuck is that? And stuff like that. And then she's like, and then Naruto's like, do it, Naruto. And then he uses the Rasengan. Technically, he uses the Rasengan there. Naruto uses the Rasengan, and he was like, Rasengan, and boom, hits freaking Kabuto there. And he's like, oh fuck! And then, like in the original series, he flies into the rock there, like in the original series there. And then Kabuto's like, damn, you fucked my. He's like, you fucked me over big time with that fucking attack there. And then stuff like that. He's like, now you die, and stuff like that. So he grabs the kunai and tries to charge that right at Naruto there. Freaking Tsunade there technically knocks the kunai out of Kabuto's hand there, and he's like, wait, why are you trying to protect him and stuff like that? And then she's like, my job is to protect these kids there. And she's like, mostly technically there's two, there's Naruto and Naruto. She's like, I'm going to protect them with my life, like she did with Naruto there, protecting that. She said protecting the boy in the original series, but she said, I'm going to protect both of them with my life there. So, in this part. Technically, Tsunade does beats up fucking, or technically, then Shizune fucking jumps into the mix. She's like, let me fight him and stuff. You take over tomorrow and stuff. So, so Tsunade, like in the original series, fights fucking Kabuto there. Technically, uh, technically that still happens there. The Sonins there actually do their summoning jutsus there and stuff like that. Like in the original series, they're mostly the summoning jutsus there and stuff like that. Mostly, technically, like in the original series, they do their summon jutsu there. Dryas still summons Toad there. Minus like the first part where you kind of got that drug out. I think his drug went away. The first part you kind of summon Gamachichi there, and Naruto summoned Gamakatsu, but still not really that great. Mostly Naruto summoning should not be happening. She should not summon Connie there. Naruto shouldn't summon Connie because it should have been a snake on snake battle. So that's the reason why I think that should not happen there. Of course, Naruto couldn't summon a bigger toad there. Maybe maybe like a medium toad, like maybe that hero toad we've seen in Shippuden. Maybe we should have seen him, possibly, but technically Naruto couldn't summon it like it there. That was happening with all that stuff there. So the Sonic fight there, like in the original series, they technically Jiraiya or Orochimaru and Kabuto fled there, and mostly when they fled there, Naruto and Naruto actually try to see the necklace there. Technically, she's like, you guys won the bet there and stuff like that. You guys won the bet there with the Rasengan. She mostly gives it to Naruto there, but mostly she gives it to Naruto, and Naruto's like, oh, she's like, that's cool and stuff like that, and mostly that she was doing that there. But Naruto, because Naruto is not gonna keep like the full necklace in like he does in the original series. He takes off the mostly I'm gonna make him take off the crystal there, the crystal of the thing there, and he's only gonna have like Naruto is only gonna have the beads there and stuff, and then he's like gives the crystal to Naruto. Mostly, I'm not gonna leave Naruto out on this one because I'm just gonna say Naruto technically bought like a strap there, took off the strap from the crystal, and just gave her like the strap there, and she has the Naruto has the crystal version of it. Mostly Naruto has like the little beads there, and technically Naruto actually has the little crystal there. I'm just gonna have her like kind of do that there. With Tsunade's necklace there, so technically Naruto doesn't get left out. But yeah, that was on that stuff there. Stuff happens there. They go to the village there, stuff like that. They mostly took a hot springs in the anime there. They still do that there. After they get their hot springs done, they go back to the village and stuff like that. So, yeah, and this is what this what if ends there, because even if it's a short what if there, mostly the next what if there, I think it's will be the Sasuke, mostly the Sasuke retrieving arc. So technically the Sasuke retrieving arc will be the next arc. So yep. Comment, rate, and response to its members. We like what members. Please subscribe. Hit the notifications on our uploads. Comment, response to its members. Like, carry out. Add your piece.